own books anymore?
Yes. We'll find one.
Do they? We'll find one and you can read it. Yeah, I do enjoy doing the voiceover stuff. It's probably something I got from my father, who is who does a lot of voice work and has been for many, many years. Happy Father's Day, by the way. I know it's not Father's Day here in Italy, but it is in the United States today. So to all the fathers out there, to my father, we were having a little toast in the green room because we got a lot of dads in the green room. So anyway, yeah, I do like the voiceover stuff, and yeah, I wouldn't be against doing audiobooks. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, I like it. Sign me up.
Sure.
Thanks. Hi.
Bonjour Jensen. I want you to know, did you saw Wednesday and Instagram the model Harry Styles share a story about on Reels on you what you say about see Harry on stage? Did you see the story?
No.
She say sorry. I hope everyone gets to witness at least once.
Who said this?
The model Harry Styles.
Harry Styles.
The mother of Harry Styles?
Yes.
And what did she say?
She shared a reel on you on stage when you talk about see Harry on stage. He was so handsome. He was with.
Oh, she shared what I said about seeing Harry Styles?
She write this line.
Really?
Yes.
Hey, Harry Styles' mom, can I get some tickets? What? Say one more. Hey, Harry Styles' mom. Gorgeous thing, you. How about some tickets to see your son? You know, somebody years ago gave me, I think it was his first solo album, and they were like, "You're gonna like this," and I was like, and then I listened to it, and I secretly liked it for years, but I didn't tell anybody. And now I don't care. I think he's a talented dude. I think he's got incredible showmanship. And I was not expecting to be as entertained as I was when I went to that concert, which was, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it was my daughter. It was for my daughter and her friends. They really wanted to see him. But because I take my kids to school every day in the car, JJ likes to DJ. So I've had to listen to a lot of Harry and Taylor. And I know more of those songs than I ever thought I would. And I don't hate them.
Happy.
What's that?
You seem happy about it.
Yeah, I seem real happy about it, don't I? Well, I try to layer that in with. I told this. I've said this before. I forget where we were, but Phil Collins came on. It was in the air tonight. You guys heard that song? I was like, "Wait, you guys gotta listen to this. You gotta listen to this. You gotta listen." It's like, I can feel it calling in the air. I'm like, wait, just wait for it. You know, wait for the drums. Wait. And so JJ's like, can we change this? This is boring. This is like sad music. And I'm like, shut your mouth! And then the drum solo, and we were at a red light, and I did it. I was like, ow! And I threw my neck out. And for the rest of the day, I was like, damn you, Phil Collins. Could have listened to Taylor Swift, been fine, but no. No, I had to get after your drum solo. Well, that's interesting news.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi.
This question is on behalf of Drake. Because on Friday, he told us the story of his chemistry week that was via Zoom. And one time he was caught on camera drinking beer. And you made him sweat, basically. You called him back and it was Danielle, and then she had a bottle of wine, and then you pop up in the camera with wine or beer. So he asked us to ask you, how do you remember that moment? What was your impression of that mishap?
Yeah, he was, so what happens is the Zooms, they're on, and then we're like, okay, give us a second, and we turn our cameras off, essentially, me and Robbie and Daniil and the other producers. We turn our cameras off, but theirs are still on, and they're still sitting there, and we're on the phone having a discussion about them. So we muted, we turned our cameras up, and now we're on the phone having a discussion, but we're still seeing them on the screen. And then he, sure enough, he just brings him, I think it was like a bottle of Modelo or something. And I'm like, he's drinking beer? Is he drinking, he's drinking, I think Drake's drinking a beer. And Robbie's like, no. And Daniil's like, I think it was. And I'm like, he's hired. That's it. He's my guy. That's how I remember that moment. We all laughed, and then I think we got back on, and that's when I was like, "Hey, pal, you drinking?" And he's like, "What? No." I'm not. And he holds up his water bottle. He said, "No, it's just water." I'm like, "Yeah. What about the bottle of Modelo you got next to you?" Right off screen. And he's like, I'm like, take it easy, pal. I'm not gonna hurt you. That's not apple juice. That's how I remember that moment, and I never let him forget it either.
It was your idea to torture him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I will say, he picked up the baton very quickly in the messing with any and everyone. Including me, which I always think is funny when he tries to prank me or mess with me. I'm just like, oh. Just tossing his little cute head of hair. Isn't he adorable? That's how. Anyway, that's my Drake for you. Hi.
My name is Peggy, and I'm from Germany. Sorry, this is a supernatural question. We all know that you get emotional in some special moments, for example, when Sam dies. So I'd love to know something about a special scene in season 9, when Sam told you that you are no longer brothers, and later that he wouldn't try to save you if you should die. For us, it was so heartbreaking to hear every time. How do you feel in such moments? Does it hurt you personally, because it's all about brothers and family?
I mean, there's very little about the story of Supernatural that I ever disagreed with. And well, I didn't agree with all of it. That's why I said very little that I disagreed with. Most of, I believe, what we did and what we experienced and what the characters said to each other were all part of kind of a bigger story. And so I never really got overly hung up on stuff like Sam saying that particular thing, or because I knew that it would come back around in some way, shape, or form to be a positive. There's like a fable that says it's like a man and his son were working the land, and his son breaks his leg, and all of the villagers come over and say, "Oh, we're so sorry that your son broke his leg. That must be awful." And the man says, "Well, might be awful, might be good. We'll see." And then that that week, like the military comes by and they're like, we're going to war, we need all able-bodied young men. When his son had a broken leg, so he couldn't go. And now the villagers are like, oh my gosh, it's so great that they didn't take your son. And he's like, well, maybe not. Anyway, it keeps going, and like, you never know what might be good or what might be bad in any given situation. And I just always had faith that it was going to be positive down the road. I guess you could be the person that feels like it's always going to be negative down the road, but that's no fun. Don't be that person. Yeah. Thank you. Look at Fatal Up, because it keeps going. There's like a whole different iterations of stuff. I'm kind of messing it up, but that's the general gist. It's pretty cool. Hi.
Hi, my name is Angelique. I'm from France.
Enchanté.
Enchantée.
Oh yeah, see, that's how you say it. Boom, knowledge.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
How are you doing? How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic.
Yeah.
How are you?
You look fantastic.
So are you. Enchanté.
Okay, so there's my question. I was wondering if you ever heard Dean's French voice dubbing, and if not, would you like to hear it one day?
The French dubbing of Dean?
Yeah.
I have not heard it.
Oh.
That would be interesting. I've heard a couple of different dubbings, but I don't think I've heard the French. I'll look it up.
Yeah. Fun fact about Soldier Boy and Dean, which is a voice in French. It's the same, but
The same actor?
yeah, but I don't think Soldier Boy fits well with the voice. It's not. No.
No.
I don't like it.
What is it? What is it? Is it not strong enough?
No, it's more like, hey. I can't do your voice.
Hey, Soldier Boy! It's me!
Yeah, it doesn't have a.
Yeah, that doesn't really, no.
No, it doesn't have a deep voice. No.
Got it. Well, the what?
Your Italian voice.
My Italian voice? Oh, my Italian accent? It's me, Soldier Boy.
Hello, I'm Dean Winchester.
I'll have to look up the French stuff.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
so, yeah, your Soldier Boy voice is really
And I'll say like no.
Yeah, but your voice is amazing. Your actual voice is amazing.
Merci beaucoup, enchanté. Hi. Bonjour.
I'm French too.
Enchanté.
You have to come in France because.
Where?
Even my dad love you because of me.
It's good, Dad. Strong, supportive father. All right, what's your question?
My question is, you do a lot of directing on Supernatural, and you do an awesome job. I love the episode you're directing. So, if you have the opportunity to directing a movie, what kind of movie would you like to? Batman.
Probably like an action and adventure type of movie. And I mean those are the kinds of things that I like doing in general, you know, as far as like an actor goes. I just like I like fast-paced, upbeat, adventurous type stuff. So, yeah, maybe something like that.
If you do that in France, number one on box office.
Okay. What? Time to go? What? No. No! No! Oh, it's lunchtime? See ya. Thank you guys.